I understand what you're saying now, Error. I understand what you're talking about now, because these are not, they got like off sync at some point. But I'll get around to that at some other point. I don't feel like doing it right now, because I'm probably still gonna be messing with them. Oh, no way, K-Lime, really? That's really cool, man. K-Lime saying that he actually watched some of my videos, but he didn't realize that I'm the same person as, you know, the guy who did YouTube. So that's really cool. I actually didn't. That was the thing. Like a lot of people from my YouTube channel, they really didn't like that I went to streaming, and I don't blame them because it doesn't translate that well, right? Like, I don't remember where my build was. Oh, there it was. I understand where they're coming from. Mine were always silent. I only spoke in like 1 or 2 of the videos, or maybe even less, because I just didn't think, it wasn't like I was worried about it. It just didn't feel like it fit the premise at all, speaking them. So I understand where people are coming from. I went from really cinematic, short, closely, like really, you know, tightly cut videos to, you know, long form 4-hour Twitch streams that weren't nearly as thought out. You know, it's a really big, I don't think the audiences overlapped very much, so I don't really blame the people for not like wanting to go onto Twitch. And I never really gave an explanation either. I never explained why I didn't want to do YouTube anymore, or at least why I lost interest, or even why I gained interest in Twitch. It's something I've been meaning to do for a while now. I really want to go back and I want to make a video, a short video of like a couple minutes with me explaining why I'm on Twitch now, because I want to stop posting to YouTube. I still post to it to give people, like, to alert people about my YouTube, but I just stopped doing it this week. I don't want to do it anymore, because I'm not putting any content on my YouTube anymore, because a lot of reasons. It's something I can get into at some point. Like I said, I want to make a video on it. I want to explain to people why I'm not doing YouTube anymore, for those people that did sub to me, because it's very kind of those people. Like, a lot of people did really enjoy my videos, and I feel bad, but at the same time, like, YouTube sucked for a really long time. Space Engineers, it drove me to the point where, like, where Space Engineers was when I kind of, like, unofficially quit YouTube, it was in a place where I felt like I couldn't even record anything because it was so difficult, because the game was so poorly optimized and stuff. There were so many problems with it, and I had so many complaints, and it was during that time where Space Engineers wasn't led by anyone, that like Zoc occasionally references and stuff, where for a while there, for like 8 months to a year, Space Engineers didn't have anyone leading the team. It was just a bunch of people, for the most part, as far as like, you know, as well as the public can understand it, because we were obviously none of us worked at Keen Software House in chat, unless somebody is lurking there. For the longest time, you know, nobody was leading the Space Engineers team, so nothing happened. And it was really driving me nuts, so I stopped playing for the longest time, for like 6 months, and, you know, I just didn't feel like putting in like 20 to 30 hours of video for like a 3-minute video anymore on YouTube. Because I never did it for the money, but like when all that stuff kept getting cut away and cut away and cut away, it was like, how much time am I going to devote to something that's never going to go anywhere? You know what I mean? It's like making animated cartoons for yourself. It's like, if I don't have any, if this is never going to have the potential to be anything, maybe I should put my like creative energy somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, we're like getting really good at juggling. Like, nobody really wants to see you juggle. Like, it's not that it's not hard to do or whatever, or it's impressive that you can do it. It's just that it's not worth, you could put that creative energy somewhere else. So I decided to do it, like, put it towards more like a streaming thing, or at least I started to try to stream first, and then, you know, I kind of got into streaming quite a bit. I still think, I don't know if I prefer, like, let's say, you know, there weren't a lot of problems with YouTube. I think if there weren't a lot of problems with YouTube, and, you know, Twitch was still the way it is now, or even like when it was even better before, I don't know which one I would prefer to do. I think I'd prefer to stick with YouTube, given the chance, because I like working on something and like producing a really high quality, product, I guess. I mean, obviously some of my videos, like, I got frustrated with a lot of it, so a lot of it I just kind of, like, you know, let it become whatever it was going to be, and kind of didn't really worry that much about, I don't know, like, I tried to always make them really high quality, but then it gets to the point where Space Engineers was just, you know, it just tried my patience too far, and I was just like, alright, whatever, this is good enough. And I hate doing that, but I think I preferred the Space Engineer stuff. And even, like, if anyone watches my PUBG video on my channel, like, that was one of the most fun videos I've ever made, even though it wasn't as serious as my Space Engineers content, because it was just, like, I like making comedy, and I like making comedy out of stuff, and I like, you know, it gave me the chance to do really, like, I really like to, something I think I excel at is knowing when to cut something. Even some of my older videos, I wish I cut them more, but, like, something I pride myself in, I think I'm really good at, like, cutting a video so it's really quick and the jokes are there, or like the content's there, and I'm not wasting people's 10 minutes or 20 minutes, you know. I like to make things really short and to the point as best I can, and concise, and make sure every scene, every sound, everything you see is, like, going towards something. So I really enjoyed the PUBG video. That one took me like fucking 30 hours, 40 hours too. Like, it's ridiculous amounts of time. And you know, I wish I could do more content like that. That and the Star Citizen video. Even though, again, that's something where I feel like, you know, I really enjoyed that kind of content, but it wasn't what my base wanted to watch. YouTube was kind of shit at the time. I didn't have enough viewers or anything to get, like, a Patreon. Like I said, it's not about the money. It's just that, like, I didn't want to waste my creative energies when I could, like, start. I also enjoy other things, so I may as well put them towards something that also has, like, the potential to be something. You know what I mean? It's not like I make any money off any of this stuff, really, but, like, I still enjoy it. It's just that I like, when you can tell, once you see that reality, that at the end of the tunnel, no matter how hard you work, it's never going to account for anything. No matter how much you enjoy it, sometimes it's like, you know, as much fun as this may be, like I said, I prefer YouTube, doing the YouTube videos, but, you know, if you know that at the end of the day, all your work's going to be for almost nothing, to an extent, it's never going to pay off more than it already is now. It just makes you think, like, alright, let me go try something else, see if something else is more useful. It's just, yeah, maybe some people don't agree with that. Some people, they are fully driven by just 100% passion. I feel like I'm really close to that passion-driven thing. It's just that, yeah, I'm partially a realist with that, where it's like, I don't know. So hopefully people understand what I'm saying about that. And I wish I could reestablish. I've thought about making a brand new YouTube channel from the base, from nothing, and getting a completely